back to episode 3. Today, I think we might have found the issue.
While we were gone, or while you were gone, we tested, see if it had spark. Has spark, has air. I think it's a fuel issue. So, went to O'Reilly's, picked up this guy, fuel pump. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the fuel pump and see if that's the issue. Underneath here is the fuel filter. We disconnected one line from it, cranked it over, no fuel shot out. So I believe that's the issue, so let's go ahead and give that a try. So what we're doing here is we undid the back seat, literally just pulls off, undid the 4 little Phillips screws for that black cover, and unscrewing this cap that goes in the gas tank. I believe this is the side with the fuel pump. We're about to find out. But there's a little hose clamp, you can see it on the bottom of that hose that's connected there, and we're gonna go ahead and snip it and replace it with a Phillips one, so we're gonna do it again if we need to. So that side was just the gauge, it was just the float gauge in there. So we're gonna go ahead and do the passenger side one, and I believe that's it. So this is the fuel pump on the floaty. It was on the passenger side of the BMW. So we're gonna go ahead and replace this guy right here without spilling and getting all this crap everywhere. Go back in, hopefully it runs. This one doesn't even have a fuel filter thing on the end of it. The one we have does. So hopefully this is the problem and we'll be able to drive it tonight.
To be honest, not really.
Yeah, I can tell. So the new fuel pump has bigger nipple than old one, so I had a difficult time putting that on there. Yeah. So we went ahead and reinstalled the fuel pump. I actually had to use a heat gun to open up the hose on the end of the sending unit in there because the fuel pump we got was a little bit different. So Matt's gonna go ahead and wrap up, put in the other side, since it's a double-sided gas tank. Hold the light.
Thank you.
So we're going back and putting the fuel filter hose back on there because that's how I tested it earlier. And it was actually starting to pee out fluid. There's Matt. And so I went ahead and just pulled the fuse and it stopped. So, did you get it?
Nope.
Sweet. Technically, that might solve the problem. I'm pretty pumped.
I got Ian trying to get gasoline off his hands because it's probably not the best, but we're currently about to start the car, hopefully. And I've said that 14 times, so let's go. I'll put the fuse back on the relay back in, right?
Well, that didn't work, so we're gonna go ahead and try to see if the fuel filter is clogged up a little bit. We might have found the problem. So, let me talk you guys through this. I'm gonna sit down. Fuel filter, boom. This mark's about here. Fuel pump, we replaced the fuel pump. But before we replaced that, we disconnected the hose running from the fuel pump to the fuel filter on this side of it. So, right here. We disconnected it, we cranked it over, no fuel came out. So, okay, it's probably the fuel pump. We replaced the fuel pump, plugged it back in, cranked it, didn't start, just undid that, all the fuel just built up here and sprayed out. So it went everywhere. It was like, okay, we at least know it's pumping somewhere. So we were like, hey, maybe this is clogged. So we just pulled it. Once we pulled the back half of it, we released all the pressure and we're like, hey, maybe it's built up in there because it's clogged. We removed the front half and it was bone dry on the inside of the tube that went into this side of the fuel filter. So this is it right here. It's a really long one. So we're gonna go get a new one probably tomorrow morning or something like that.
Go! We got a plan!
Too much.
We got a plan!
Go down.
So this is a fuel line I got a fat while ago. And I put the little adapters in there and we're gonna go ahead and, since it's like 11 o'clock at night, put this in place of the fuel filter. I know, taking a risk, maybe damaging something in the engine because fuel filter filters the fuel. Anyway, so we're gonna go and try it. If it starts, we know what the issue is. We can pick one up tomorrow, throw it in, and boom! We got a race car. But if not, we know that that's not the issue. So Matt was at Walmart today. He said a lady walked up to him and said, "Cool Star Wars shirt, bro." And he's like, "Thanks." And I just looked up the Star Wars shirts. It really does look
It's a boxer engine. It's a boxer engine.
Got him.
So one of 3 things is gonna happen when we start this thing up with that fuel hose line in there. It's either A, start up, 2, do the same thing, not start up, or 3, just explode with gas.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Might have just had a dumb moment. Didn't put the relay back in.
It happens, bro. It happens. Chill.
What? That was closer than before, right? So close! We're so close! Give it some more sauce? What? Did I? Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. No, let me give it a try.
We don't have time. I was on the gas. A lot of smoke went out of it.
It's been sitting for 2 years.
That feel
Oh,
like
it's
salt
hazy in here. Maybe it was just blowing all that crap out of the exhaust because it's been sitting for 2 years.
I don't know. It's got real smoky. What is that?
Wow, that battery charger went to 1 really fast.
Did that backfire?
We got it running, not well, but we got it running. So that's it, episode 3 is done, we got it running. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give that subscribe button a hit, like this video, help me out so much, and thanks for watching, guys.